Hello and welcome back to the last set of games in a round of 32. We have seen MoAre4 against MoAre4, and now we are going to see the last set. It's between WaRRioR and CZ Ovenka. We got the overlay right. We have a Saracen's War in game 1. Both players going for stables here actually. We see a market here for WaRRioR, we see a blacksmith from Ovenka. Let's go over the maps quickly. As you can see, there's a lot of scouts on the field already. I think the first scouts were hitting or were attacking, but WaRRioR here got away. Damn it, I don't know how to speak. Town set is coming up. Main gold for WaRRioR forward. Main stone safe in the back, and I think he's got a gold. Second gold, yes, safe in the back. There's a town center coming up. Third gold outside, and we have the second stone outside. Relic wise, one close to space, two actually, and there's another one relatively close. The other two a little bit closer to Ovenka. Ovenka got a main gold, somewhat forward, the main stone forward, but look at this looks beautiful. Second stone, second gold, extra gold, and actually Ovenka can only see one of those. The other gold for him should be outside somewhere, but not far away. TC also coming up for him, monastery is up. So we are going to see light cav from both players actually. WaRRioR did light cav upgrade already, and the first monks on the way here. As you can see by the length of the video, the games are going a little bit longer actually in this set. I have no idea who advanced to the next round, I'm honest. Of course I prepared, I think I got all the games already, somewhere in a folder hidden deep on the computer, but that sounded creepy. But I don't remember who is going to advance to the next round, so it's really going to be a surprise to me. And this means the set should be interesting also for me, because there were a lot of predictable sets, but Ovenka as well as WaRRioR, very good players, very good arena players actually, and I think they're pretty much neck and neck when it comes to the rating and to the seeding here. There's a few monks going down really fast here. That was not good by Ovenka, but very nice shots here from WaRRioR. Getting down the two monks actually. Villager-wise, Ovenka a little bit ahead, farming eco looking alright. WaRRioR pretty much the same, 3 TCs up. WaRRioR actually got a lot of stone in the bank. Not sure, is he going for a castle? Probably. Maybe he wants to protect the main gold, maybe he wants to go forward then. And we do see a house 50 for Ovenka here. Still no relics in, because we have only seen 2 dead monks, and house at 50 means no more monks coming out. And WaRRioR didn't even bother to get a monastery up as far as I can see. That's really surprising to me. Oh, Boso coming in really late. That's something you should not do. You should not delay Boso when you're going for 3 TCs. I think that's always a bad idea. And that's actually a nice placement here for the 2 light cav, making sure the monk cannot go out, as well as a light cav here protecting the relics. And now Ovenka pretty much doing the same thing, and both players apparently only booming at this point. More light cav coming out. Handcard on the way for WaRRioR right now. This is good. Early upgrade for him there, considering they went for scouts, for light cav even. And I guess we are going to see a game that is going into Imperial Age, maybe in post-Imperial Age. It's not a monk rush here, we have seen it before. Oh, and now Ovenka may be able to get a monk here. We do see a minor fight, light cav running away, but the first relic should be coming in, maybe, let's see. You cannot open the gate for the light cav, that's just too dangerous, but the fight is happening, and it looks like Ovenka is coming out on top. No blacksmith upgrades for him, but he had the numbers here, and he get a better fighting position. And now suddenly no military numbers for WaRRioR at all, and that means Ovenka can get all the relics. He's suddenly a very huge favorite here. At the same time, the castle coming up for WaRRioR, and he is about to click up to Imperial Age. Just when this castle is finishing, there we go. Imperial Age upgrade coming in for him. Wheelbarrow only now for Ovenka, another TC coming up for WaRRioR, but that's really late, and that's gonna set him back quite a bit. Only the relics are good for him then, because he's gonna have a lot of gold coming in automatically, and he should be able to get 4 of the 5 relics. This one might be dangerous to get. It's actually possible without too many problems. Just need to run a few light cav here, and then you can get it with the monk. Archer range coming up here, and Imperial Age also click up for Ovenka. He's going for archer ranges as well. So we are probably going to see Arbalest. I don't think we're going to see any form of hand cannon. Yes, would make too much sense. Crossbowman actually on the way here for Ovenka, and University coming up. Yes, so Crossbowman also for WaRRioR here. He's gonna get conscription probably, maybe a trebuchet coming out. Ballistics on the way for Ovenka as well. A very important upgrade here, and we are waiting for Imperial Age. Let's be honest, it's not more than a little bit booming, a little bit fighting in between, and here we go. Ovenka still waiting for Imperial Age, and We are at 80 against 79 villagers, so I guess the ecos are pretty neck and neck actually. There's another castle coming up, a few villages may go down, but it's nothing major. Arbalest on the way, 5+2 only, we're missing Bracer here. 2 castles and Mameluke creating starting. I don't think that's a good idea. I think the heavy camels usually are better in 1v1s. Cemetery even coming in, and it looks like we are not going to see Arbalest from WaRRioR too early on. Ovenka got 4, 5, 6 archer ranges coming up, 4+2, and he can still rely on a lot of gold in the back here. He is going to find the last gold, I'm assuming, and military numbers, of course, slowly rising only. It's not like a lot happening at this point. We are going to see Mamelukes against Arbalest. This could be interesting. Few monks in the mix, I guess. Block printing coming in for Ovenka here, so it makes sense. Bombard cannons on the way. Siege workshop coming up. No third castle yet. Main stone run out, and that means second stone is going to be mined here. Again, I need to go a little bit fast because not a lot is happening at this point, and it doesn't look like it's going to be over too fast. Elite Mameluke on the way, and the first bombard cannon hitting. There is the Arbalest coming in. No defensive upgrades yet. +1 just now done. A few villages going down. And only 8 range against 8 range, so these bombard cannons really far away from the castles. The question is, when is WaRRioR going out? And the ramp production is a very good idea. Of course, against Arbalest you want to be able to soak up a lot of damage and make sure that your very, very important units, which is the Mamelukes here, are not getting attacked easily. I guess we are yet to see Bloodlines. I think Elite Mamelukes should have 130 HP fully upgraded. Heavy Camel on the way from Ovenka. He must have seen the Mamelukes, and heavy camels usually work better. I think even Cemetery especially, they are really, really strong. And for now it's just bombard cannons hitting the castles. Another siege workshop coming up. The Rams capped run right now, moving forward. Heavy camel soon to be done. Bloodlines on the way now from WaRRioR, and we are going to see a first fight. Elite Mamelukes soon to be fully upgraded, missing attack upgrades. And here we go. Arbalest should be good against the Elite Mamelukes. At the same time, those numbers and the Rams on the way, this should be alright for a fight here. It's probably not cost efficient, but the KD speaks for WaRRioR at this point, and he's making sure that Ovenka has to go back here. He's losing all the units. He's gonna lose the bombard cannons. Very nice counter attack for now. Go a little bit faster again. Let's see, is WaRRioR going to push immediately? He's waiting for a siege ram upgrade right now. There's a castle coming up from Ovenka in front of the stone and gold. Makes sense, you need a mining camp here. Maybe forgot about it, maybe the villagers just walking out because they didn't have space here to get more from the main gold. And siege ram soon to be done. It's going on a lot of upgrades coming in again. And that's a really difficult game for me with the speed, because I don't want to waste your time and my own. At the same time, I don't want to miss anything. So we need to speed up and down from time to time. Outposts coming up here. Ovenka can see the outposts and the siege rams, and at the same time WaRRioR can see the heavy camels. We're going to see a fight. We are seeing somewhat of a fight. Siege rams moving forward, bombard cannons behind, and the heavy camels are trying to fight the siege rams and the elite Mamelukes. As long as they're not approaching, the heavy camels can do anything here. At the same time, the Arbalest are now in position, and the siege rams trying to take down bombard cannons. Very smart play from both players, actually. I'm not sure. I think the elite Mamelukes have bigger numbers here. The siege rams are really doing a lot here for WaRRioR. So he's currently in the score lead, and he is the one who's pushing. Move the fog of war again. We do see stables on the left hand side, still archery ranges. Not sure what WaRRioR is producing, what Ovenka is producing right now. We check that. No more Arbalest production. He doesn't really have the gold at this point. Doesn't have the income. He knows the gold's in the back. He's just not going there yet. Maybe he didn't have the time. And now WaRRioR is slowing down a little bit, getting a forward castle. Very forward, very interesting castle because it's quite ambitious. Ovenka got 2 castles in the bank here, and WaRRioR is still waiting. He had to use a little bit of stone to repair this one. More art changes coming up now. We may see elite skirmishes coming in soon because 43 minutes into the game we have siege, and WaRRioR, sorry, cannot rely on the elite Mamelukes forever. They're just gonna become too expensive. Siege rams, on the other hand, you should be able to afford them even in late games. And with the Saracens market bonus, it shouldn't be too much of a problem. Another castle coming up here now from Ovenka as well, spending the stone, and a good amount of heavy camels. He's missing cemeteries as far as I can see. They should have 170 HP. and he's missing the +4 defense upgrade. Elite Skirmisher as expected on the way. Players are really patient. You can see that this is a game on a very, very similar level. Cell Tree, Thumb Ring, so all the important upgrades coming up, and the players know if they go for a big step and they do wrong, this might be game over really fast here. So let me speed up a little bit again and wait for the next attack. Bombardment is taking on siege rams. There we go. No, not yet. Now we may see an attack from WaRRioR, but Ovenka counter-attacking immediately. Ricochet is trying to hit Mamelukes even, and we have the heavy camels. They now have the bigger numbers. Arbalest supporting this, and like that, WaRRioR losing a lot of units. That was the big fight we were talking about, and it went fast because looks like Ovenka more and better units here, at least a better composition. Like this, with our Archer Ballistics, the Elite Skirmishers are really not the spot right now, and suddenly the Elite Mamelukes, they're just too expensive. Heavy camels are a lot cheaper, at least compared to the Elite Mamelukes, and like this, with a lot of gold army, let's be honest, Ovenka had a lot of gold in, I think he got 4 relics, yes, and there's still one on the field, so he has better gold in Khan. He's got all these extra golds, which he's taking right now, second gold and the extra gold here, and there's castles now going up from WaRRioR. We may see a GG now very soon, and I guess that's it actually. Wow, one big fight, which I didn't slow down, sorry for that, but I hope you don't really mind. And suddenly, just what I was talking about, lose one big fight, lose the game. Ovenka taking the first one, WaRRioR losing this. We going to continue now with game 2, of course. Game 2 starting, and very interesting civilizations. WaRRioR picking Turks for himself against Ovenka Chinese. Ovenka had to cut his way through this one line of trees. There was a boar behind, there was 2 sheep behind, so, and with Chinese even he's gonna be a lot later, as you can see right now. He is going for archers here. Main gold for him relatively safe, second stone, second gold safe in the back. That's good for him. You want to have at least a few back resources. 2 relics close, third gold outside but close to the walls, and main stone, as you can see, somewhat forwardish but not too far. It didn't take the year, surprisingly for me, and he's going out with archers to actually try and maybe stop this castle from coming up, but I think, no, that's too late. Castle up for WaRRioR here. He's got the main stone forward, the main gold forward as well actually, and he was making sure to not get attacked early on, so he decided to, I guess there was a boar outside, to get walls here. In the back, 1 extra gold, he spotted that, and the second gold also, the third gold for him, far on the left, and then I'm missing the second stone right now, which is on the right hand side. Extra gold here as well, and there is 1 relic in the middle, closer to WaRRioR, 1 on the right hand side, and actually 1 inside Ovenka's base. Ovenka not even with the worst base here. Chinese, maybe a disadvantage against Turks, I don't know. Usually with Turks you don't want to fight maybe Britons and even Vikings, because crossbow and arbalest are gonna be decent against the Janissaries. At the same time, Chinese, not so different, I feel. And I've seen very strange games, Chinese against Turks, not so many, but I remember Eddie's game when he had, what was he doing? He was fighting against Turks, wasn't that? And that was really interesting. That was not MoAre4, it was a random game, I think. Now we do see Ovenka trying to get those relics in hand. This monk could go already, trying to convert a Janissary as well, but it's not happening. The crossbowmen are going down slowly. But for now, the big push on the walls is stopped, and 1 monk should be able to escape here maybe. We have more crossbowmen coming in, 5+2 of course. Janissaries still outrange them, and now they're going in. The monk dropping the relic, but that's 6 Janissaries against only 3-4 crossbowmen for now. Looking good for WaRRioR here actually. The monk not doing anything. Now Ovenka running back a little bit, but that's just too much damage by the Janissaries. They're losing HP as well, and yeah, still 4 Janissaries can do so much damage with 17 attack. That's so huge. We have extra TCs, number 3 coming up right now for Ovenka. Not sure about WaRRioR. Let me see, any extra TCs? I don't think so. Don't see any. That's 1 TC, a second now coming up on the main goal. A lot of farms, of course. You need your food for the Janissary production. And he's sending more and more and more because the wall is open. Maybe that was a little mistake. Second archer range coming up quick here. More crossbowmen on the way for Ovenka. He's got the gold. He doesn't have the wood right now. Sending the woodcutters to the back here. This should be pretty safe for him. He could even build a gate here and make sure this is completely walled. But his eco is idle a little bit, and I think WaRRioR did a good pick here with Turks against Chinese. He is right now in a very commanding position. And he should even be able to go up faster if he wants to. Petted Archer Armor coming in, still producing, and getting stone for another castle. Imagine a castle on that main stone here from Ovenka. For WaRRioR, of course, he can see the main stone, that's good for him. And then Ovenka might be in trouble. He's got a second stone here in the back, but still I don't think he's going to be able to go up faster. And then again, Turks, Imperial Age, early Imperial Age, I think stronger than Chinese. We have a market now coming up. That's probably necessary here for Ovenka. Let me go back and see, you know, a pretty balanced eco at this point. More houses coming up. House at 65. I think we lost a house here. And now the monastery with only one relic is being attacked. I think that's an option too for WaRRioR, but he's not going for it. He could go for a monastery right now and get those relics. It would give him a huge gold income that he needs as a Turks player. Archer range number 3 coming up. Oh, he lost one. Okay. And Janissaries is even dealing a lot of damage to the houses in the numbers. And the crossbowmen are moving forward, trying to get a few of the Janissaries down. But I think then with the better range here for the Janis, the crossbowman will have a hard time. You need siege, maybe a ram even, go forward, or mangonel is pretty difficult to do, but it's possible. Siege workshop is up forward here for WaRRioR. Ovenka resources looking alright. WaRRioR even a little bit closer to Imperial Age. It's going to be housed on 70, possibly at least. And yep, there we go. Ballistics coming from Ovenka, very important upgrade on those crossbowmen. And for now, the line fight is right here. The TC, barracks and archer range. The Janissaries are not moving anywhere closer. Ovenka, what are you doing? Still producing crossbowmen, I guess. Yes, lots of them actually. It does not have a siege workshop. And there's the mangonel coming in. The mangonel can do a lot of damage to those crossbowmen, so I think siege workshop will be needed. Monastery coming up. Maybe converting the mangonels is another option here. Redemption, I think not done. But Ovenka got enough stone for a castle, and he should get it up, I don't know where, maybe behind the TC to guard the main gold. Maybe here. It's a possibility, and wall off the other side. Now big mangonel shot coming in and the crossbowmen going down fast. That's the problem with the mangonels against crossbows. And wow, look at this. So many of them going down so fast. That was a very good fight for WaRRioR. He's now in the commanding position and in the score lead. And we still don't see the castle coming up here for Ovenka. I'm really surprised. 3 TCs up and running, and resources looking good, but for WaRRioR a lot better, and he's going to be able to click up. He's going to get another castle forward once he sends the villagers, and he's got 52 against 68 villagers, so not such a big difference. Castle coming up next to the TC. Ambitious, because this could be stopped, and that's really dangerous. Now we do see a siege workshop up in the mangonel. Decent shot, not good enough. And is this castle going up? Only 3 villagers, that's not enough. 2 of them going down to 4. And idle villagers trying to rescue, to repair this TC. This castle should go up. If this is not going up, then it's GG immediately. At the same time, we're halfway up to Imperial Age for WaRRioR. And losing more villagers, Ovenka here, 63 against 52, so the difference is not really big. And 3 more going down. Good shots here with the mangonels, even taking down a crossbowman. Janissaries moving back. I guess we should see a monk now to get these Janissaries healed. And 60 military units against 5, so he lost a few here, but he was able to kill so many villagers. And now the trebuchets or bombard cannons will come in automatically. There's the monastery coming up. And more Janissaries on the way. WaRRioR doing a good job here with a nice push. Was a little bit delayed, but not as much that Ovenka could get a good eco going and get a lot of military units out. More TCs coming up from Wheelbarrow. Only now elite skirmish on the way. Not sure this is going to be enough, and there's the castle coming up. Of course, now not in range of that main stone. It's not a big problem here, and this castle is going to make sure that Ovenka is not going to have an easy time to counter this attack. Bombard cannons moving forward. Nice shot on the crossbowman. The villagers dropping back for a second here. Only 2. It was 3 villagers or 4 maybe, but it's only 2 villagers remaining. That's not a lot. At the same time, the bombard cannons coming in, attacking this castle immediately, and there are 7 or 8 villagers constantly repairing. That means Ovenka is losing a lot of stone here, trying to keep this castle repaired. He does not have the gold to click up. He has the food, but he would need to sell some wood maybe. And even then, you lose the castle, and I think he's about to lose the game right now. Chukunu are not going to do it, crossbowmen are not going to do it, and at this point, the Turks just too strong. The Rams won't really change the game here. And the elite skirmishers, they are going to be helpful for a while, but not as long as the bombard cannons, and there's so many of them. That's like 5 of them, and Ovenka calling GG here. Nice push, getting the castle up in the end, inside Ovenka's base. And WaRRioR with a good job here, pushing with the Turks and winning the game. Let's go to game 3. And here we go. As you can see, WaRRioR, Chinese, milled the extra berries here to get the deer, which were really far away. Ovenka didn't even bother to get the deer in, interestingly enough. Now we have Ovenka up to Castle Age, pretty late already, 30 population, and we have WaRRioR32, Castle coming up in front of the TC, and the Monastery coming up. He's got a main gold and main stone, or no, second stone safe in the back, main stone on the side, and he has that second gold also somewhat inside, the third gold outside. We have archers coming up for WaRRioR, who is still advancing to Castle Age. Scout on the side here. Extra gold, extra stone. WaRRior's map really not good. Main gold forward, the second gold outside, second gold close to the walls, and third gold outside. Main stone somewhat forwardish. Only an extra gold here safe in the back, and the second stone on the far side. TC coming up for him. Ovenka going with Janissaries right now. Monks on the way. Parrot Archer armor coming in even really early on. Both are fletching crossbowmen. Important upgrades here for WaRRior. He decided to go crossbowmen as well. That's probably the best defense you can get here. Patrolling outside, both are coming in from Ovenka now after Padded Archer arm. I'm not sure what that's all about. Maybe he was short of wood here a little bit. And we are waiting for some action here. We do see almost enough wood for 30C, and I guess the Chinese player needs it here. Again, no monastery coming up for WaRRior here to get the relics in. Instead, a few minor fights happening, but the monks are going to help. They're going to heal and convert. That means the crossbowmen need to go back to wait for bigger numbers. The villagers have to be going back as well. And as you can see, WaRRior did not go for Loom as the Chinese, which is interesting, but he saved the 50 gold. Somewhat makes sense. The Janissaries is now moving forward, and you do see another archer range coming up for him. The main gold is a big problem in my opinion. I'm not sure, can Ovenka see this? Did he spot it? No, he cannot see it yet. He's about to find out that the main gold is so far forward. He can see those two relics. That's actually two relics inside for WaRRior. Very good for him. But this is going to be a problem. And the villagers are idle here. Looks like they're going to build a castle. It's not happening. Crossbowmen now from inside the walls are going to shoot. Monks may go down. One crossbowman, two conversions actually for two monks. Not the worst fight ever. And still, the crossbowmen are going to be able to clear this army here from Ovenka. And I think this is a cost-effective fight here for WaRRior. Looking good for now. Ovenka sending more Janissaries at this point. Villager difference almost non-existent. And while Ovenka is sitting on a little bit of wood here and getting farms up now to 2 TCs, interesting to see, 3 TC coming up on that second gold, and a siege workshop coming up. We have still 2 TCs I think for WaRRior here, University General coming up, he needs ballistics and wheelbarrow coming in, better late than never I guess. Now there was a crossbowman somewhere around here I guess, was it a scout, but Trinity is on the move again, and we have 9 crossbowmen waiting against what I assume is 9 Janissaries, because I don't see any monks right now. Also no relics being picked up. Oh, there's one monk. One relic inside actually for Ovenka. He should be able to get the other 2 as well. And we are going to see minor fights between Janissaries and crossbowmen. That means I can go a little bit faster and see what the players are up to next. Crossbowmen moving out, Janissaries moving forward, ballistics on the way for WaRRior. I think it might be more interesting to stay on Ovenka's point of view, because I want to see when are you going to click up, what are you going to do. And there's the first mangonel. We know how good mangonels work against crossbowmen, and there we go, 3 crossbowmen already down. That's, I think you need to get down like 4 to make the mangonel worth its money, at least in gold. And the more the better. Also you're doing damage to the other crossbowmen standing around. And now the gate is falling fast. The main gold had to be abandoned. TC on the third gold actually, which Ovenka cannot see yet. Let me go to 75, and now I can see it. So this could be interesting. Siege workshop with possibly a mangonel inside. Actually 1+2 coming in, and that's what you need maybe to counter those mangonels. You need crossbow, you need mangonels, and you need a little bit of luck even. I could imagine knights would do good here, but they're pretty expensive. And this TC now is going to be under heavy attack. That makes sense. And WaRRior doesn't have any stone to build a castle, doesn't have stone to repair this TC even. Nice shots on the crossbowmen yet again. You need to fight the mangonels, but one mangonel going down. At the same time, this TC is going to fall here. And, ooh, good shot on the crossbows again. Can he get another shot? No crossbowmen dying. That was like 3. And mangonels are going down as well. Still 2 remaining, and the villagers dropping out. Going with the siege workshop here yet again. WaRRior good food, but not a lot of gold in the bank. At the same time, Ovenka clicking up to Conquerors right now. So he is on, was that 3 TCs? With a good villager number and still clicking up in a, let's say, decent time at least, for considering that he... Ooh, big shot here. Considering he got a lot of Janissaries, but so many crossbowmen going down there. Let's see, Ovenka should be able, just like WaRRior before him, to take this game with the Turks. there is not going to be an easy way to counter mangonels, Janissaries, and there's the forward castle that we saw in the game before as well. So pretty similar tactics, and I think probably the best you can do, unless you're going for like modern 2017 rush strategies or something like that, which it can be interesting, but sometimes they're just boring. A few villagers going down in the process of getting that castle up, but now we have Imperial Age. We have a lot of resources for Ovenka still. Fletching coming in, not sure why. Siege Workshop up, and we don't have anywhere, nothing close to Imperial Age here for WaRRioR. Instead, he's going to send a few knights now. We go a bit slower, the Mangonauts going back. There is not so many Janissaries yet, but they're gathering, and then the Knights +2 defense. No bloodlines. They should go down pretty fast. They may be able to take down the Mangonauts. Yeah, the last Mangonaut should fall, but the cost effectiveness against the Janissaries is limited, let's call it like this. So for now, Ovenka still looking good, 75 speed again, and WaRRioR off gold pretty much. Did he even scout the extra gold? Oh, that's bad. That's really bad. He did not see this extra gold. He's taking from the second gold, gathering a little bit. He cannot take the third gold. He did or did not. He could scout the extra gold on the outside. Maybe you should go there, because I don't think Ovenka is going to focus there. But he has bigger problems right now. He's still creating knights with what the limited resources he has. And I fear this game is going to be over really soon, because what are you doing against Janissaries and bombard cannons and another castle coming in to even guard this main gold better than before. And now the knights moving in to get down maybe one bombard cannon. No, a few crossbow left. I think this is the GG. Yes, there we go. Turks winning against Chinese. Maybe WaRRioR hoped to be able to defend better here against the Turks push, but it's just too hard. So right now, Ovenka taking the score lead again. We are having 2-1 and going into game 4. And look at the civilizations. We have Persians against Goth, actually. And WaRRioR was really surprised. He said, first, what the fuck? But easy answer from Ovenka. How do you stop elephants and scorpions? Well, let's see. We have WaRRioR. He had to open the walls here, which is bad for him already, because he can't re-stonewall this because of a boar and deer outside. He took the deer. He's got 2 relics inside, which is really awesome for him, and 3 more close to his base, let's be honest. At the same time, main gold forward, main stone forward, second stone outside forward, third gold outside forward, and only the second gold safe in the back. So his map sucks, pretty much. It's really not a good map. A little bit unlucky with that. 2 TCs coming up for him. He's going to boom a little bit. He is on stone. He was on stone, but only to get more TCs for now. Both are coming for both players. WaRRioR coming in really early from Ovenka here. Ovenka with Persians going for a TC on the main gold, which is pretty safe in the back. Main stone safe in the back. Second gold safe in the back, and the third gold even safe in the back here. Another TC coming up for him as well. Barracks and stables up, so he's going to take map control. He's going to try and take whatever relics are left. We have an extra stone, extra gold here on this side. The other extra gold on the other side. And I'm really interested to see what's the better civilization here. Persians against Goth is hard to predict for me. Maybe you know it better than me, and it's all clear to you. To say like Persians own Goth, or Goth are just too hard to be stopped. So I'm gonna wait for the action that's about to happen. I guess only in Imperial Age. Let me go faster again, and we are waiting for the 3 to 4 TC booms to go into something bigger, into Imperial Age namely. That's 1, 2, 3, 4 TCs already for WaRRioR. Nice for him. Wheelbarrow coming in now, actually, 4 TCs. Wheelbarrow 20 minutes, that's decent, I guess. That's alright. It's not easy to get it early on, and Goth don't really have a big bonus. We again see Ovenka without deer. I'm not sure why he's not taking them, why he's not luring them in. Doesn't make sense to me, but alright. Siege Workshop coming up now up forward for him to maybe stop the push. Stop the boom a little bit, and we do see WaRRioR going back to the main stone. First Mangonel on the way. Something I don't like. WaRRioR again not taking relics. I think he should invest. And there is the second Mangonel on the way, starting to attack this TC. And there we go with a bad map. Siege Workshop coming up only now. This TC has to be repaired. WaRRioR about to click up to Imperial Age. Loom coming in just in case. He could click up very soon. The question is, are you going to do it? Yes, 25 minutes into the game. He even sold the stone, I think, because I don't see any castles. And there is the Mangonel to defend 1 for 1. This is good for Ovenka right now. Clicked up to Conquerors as well. And he is gonna be up there a little bit early because the Persian TCs work faster. So clicking up later, arriving earlier, that's what we used to see from Malay in the WaRRioR Kingdoms. But the Persians, of course, do have that small bonus at least. Villager numbers pretty similar. Ovenka with 86, and I think his eco should be slightly better because he had the wheelbarrow early. I'm not sure about handcart, to be honest. I guess the villager was converted in a siege workshop coming up inside WaRRioR space, and that's not looking good for him right now because Ovenka is putting up a lot of pressure here. Let's see what units he's going to do. We do see a few knights coming up already, but also archer ranges up. There's knights from the stables, from the original stables, to get the relics in. And even taking extra gold here already. Nice strategy, to be honest. Is TC about to get down, and we are going to see hand cannoneers from both players, probably bombard cannons as well. Mangonels, ooh, nice this time from WaRRioR, but there is a Mangonel coming out, being dropped into WaRRioR space. And can this Mangonel do something? No, actually not. That's bad, but nice micro here from WaRRioR. Still, the siege workshop is really annoying. Chemistry going to be finished for both players in relatively similar times. WaRRioR with a lot of food, but not so much gold in the bank, because again, we've, as I said before, the main gold bad, and the second gold the only safe one he has. At the same time, Ovenka doesn't really need to worry about the golds. He's got a good gold income, he's got safe golds, he cannot see the gold in the bag, which is really bad for him again. I don't know why the players are not scouting. You have the sheep at the start. Why are you not going to scout? But look at Ovenka's resources. He could go for Paladin right now. Cavalier first, okay, but then Paladin would be a possibility. Maybe he's considering it. He's got 3 relics. He may be able to get the other 2 as well. Now bombard cannon coming out. Ooh, this is dangerous because there's a Mangonel waiting around. Now there's the bombard cannon. Bombard cannon also for WaRRioR. And this is really annoying. The siege workshop needs to be dealt with, and I think WaRRioR should get rid of it very soon, but at the same time his TC should fall now. There's a lot of villagers repairing, investing a lot of wood here, and the resources for WaRRioR are still looking alright. That means he's also not investing so much. Doesn't have the numbers of archer ranges he needs, and gold quite low. So let's see how he can do. I think he needs halberdiers for sure. He needs a castle, he needs profusion, he needs to be able to just outnumber the Persians player, who is gonna have the better units. He's gonna have paladins if he wants to, hand cannons for both, of course, bombard cannons for both, but still, that's the bonus for the Goth here, and you're gonna re-wall. Ooh, 2 for 2, nice shots here. Hand cannons now moving forward. Military numbers better for Ovenka right now. Cavalier scale guarding armor coming in as expected, actually. I think he should be able to get the paladins rolling, and that's what you need to kill a player then. You can't afford them forever, of course, but with the gold that Ovenka has available for himself, 2 extra golds even, he should be fine with that. Cavalier on the way, and the resources are still looking good. He is still creating bombard cannons and has enough gold and almost enough food to get the paladin upgrade in. No upgrades on those hand cannoneers though. That's something I dislike. I think I would like to see at least a +1 defense. Speaking of that, no +1 for WaRRioR either, and now I'm waiting for the paladin upgrade. A lot of archer ranges, but more stables coming up right now, producing a few cavalier. Resources really looking good here. Pikemen coming in from WaRRioR, that's what you need. I think he should go halberdiers as well. Trying to get a TC up on that 3rd gold. There's a few scouts around, they probably protected that gold, and they may be able to take down a villager or 2, but WaRRioR should be able to spot this, and then he needs to defend here. Hand cannon is moving forward, trying to get rid of those annoying bombard cannons, at the same time his own bombard cannons trying to take down hand cannoneers. Actually not a bad fight for him. Was able to take down all the bombard cannons. Now Ovenka returning the favor and sniping bombard cannons himself. But for now, WaRRioR able to defend here. A few pikemen on the field. Paladin upgrade now coming in from Ovenka. WaRRioR pretty low on gold and not so much food. Gold looking good still for Ovenka here. Paladin about to be finished in a minute. More siege workshops coming up. He's got a lot of map control. He's taking the extra gold with a lot of villagers. That makes a lot of sense as well. He's got 131 villagers, so fully boomed. Pretty good economy, I guess. 29 idols, but that's because the main gold just running out, and he should have found the gold inside his base. Yes, battering ram being produced, paladin about to finish, and then I think Ovenka is gonna try an attack here. And there is no halberdier upgrade yet. The paladin should be a lot stronger than the pikemen, and even though they don't have bloodlines, which is really bad here in my opinion, they are able to clean this army. And now Ovenka in a very nice position with a lot of idle villagers, as I can see right now. He still did not find the gold miners from the main goal. This is bad. Bloodline's coming in only now. He's got a good big score lead, but I am really not too happy with the plays, with the game he's playing here. Halberdier is now moving out, and you need more Halberdiers, maybe even elite skirmishers. They are not going to be able to fight this gold army, but over time they may be able to outnumber the army from Ovenka here. Ovenka though full map control and still being patient, not going in or anything except for those 2 capped ram. That's really not a problem. And Ovenka with a lot of idle villagers. WaRRioR has more villagers working than Ovenka. That's really bad. You should just go back for a moment and fix your economy. What the hell? Those villages are idle. The farmers are idle. Look at this. Ovenka is just patrolling, microing his army apparently, but not taking care of his eco. That's really bad, and that means WaRRioR may be able to come back here. It would be really interesting to see. But for now, Ovenka concentrating on the push and doing damage. 16 idols for WaRRioR. That's alright at this point in the game when a lot of fighting is happening and you need to defend. Problem is still the main gold. Problem is still not a second gold. Second and third gold is fine actually. So for now, gold income is safe. Handcard coming in for both players only now. That's so late. Very bad play when it comes to economy here. I hope they both did horse color. I'm not sure about heavy plow. Iron casting coming in, fortune coming in. The halberdier is getting more upgrades, but still no castle as far as I can see. Where's the stones? Yeah, can't even take stone, and that's a big problem for him. You want to get at least conscription, actually you want to get the fusion in, and like this you need a lot of barracks to be able to produce halberdiers. And for now, WaRRioR still holding, but Ovenka in the score lead and the population lead, he just is not able to finish this game. And did he fix his idols? Yes, there's fewer idols now. So he should have the better eco going at this point. Heavy Scorpions may come in, but before that, Siege Ram on the way. So we do see Persians with a lot of different options to attack and defend. We have a few barracks on the side. Is this villager going down? No, the wolf, I think, is dying here. Captain are moving towards that side to maybe attack this gold that is remaining. The camel probably a slip, and we do see more siege workshops now coming up. Does Ovenka have a castle? I don't see one. No castle for him either, so no conscription, no trebuchets. Instead the siege rams are moving in now, trying to get rid of a few buildings maybe. Almost housed and almost popcapped. And this TC should fall, let's be honest. Handcaniers, halberdiers, but not too many of them, at least not in fighting position. This TC is falling, the gold is going to be lost temporarily at least. And Ovenka still with a lot of resources, good gold income still, while WaRRioR low on gold, a lot of wood in the bank actually, but the paladins now moving in to raid a little bit, and WaRRioR is going to drop the villager numbers below 100, and that's never good. Then you need to get more and more units out. The halberdier is now moving back here, but Ovenka is WaRRioR is really open to raidings, and there's a lot of villagers dying, 90 left only. A few of them are idle, of course. Now the paladins will go down. I think that was a good fight. At the same time on the front here on that corner, Handcaniers fighting and a few bombard cannons from behind. And yeah, that's alright here for Ovenka. WaRRioR is concentrating here, trying to micro, but Ovenka with better numbers. Town center is not gonna go up because the villagers will die before that, and that means Ovenka is still denying all the important resources. So WaRRioR, one single paladin left, and that paladin is going to do a lot of damage. 74 villagers only. Blast furnace coming in pretty late, but it's alright. And I think Ovenka just needs one big group, one big army that is going to take down everything and probably to decide the game, let's be honest here. I think Persians right now at this point in the game stronger because no castles up for a Goth player. That means the Goth power, the mass, the sheer mass numbers of army are not gonna come in, and WaRRioR got the resources for the trash units. He's producing halberdier, but it's so slow compared to what is possible with Goth, and he should have gotten the stone early. I think he desperately needed a castle. It's not happening. He had a bad map, let's be honest. I'm gonna go a little bit faster right now. WaRRioR low on gold. Ovenka is still mining gold here. Those are mined out. Where's his third gold? He's still mining gold here as well. He got the 3 relics. Not going for the others, but Hussar coming in. And yeah, WaRRioR saying, okay, GG and bad gold, which is true. the main gold and the stones as well were in a very bad position. So the map helped Ovenka a little bit. I hope you enjoyed this final set from the round of 32. Not sure how I'm going to cast the round of 16. I'm considering going for full sets again and only the round of 8 then going for single games here. Hope you enjoyed these games and see ya in the next ones. GG.